Hey everybody, welcome back. And boy, I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of drones coming across my Twitter. Now, if I had a Bitcoin for every drone report I've seen, I'd have over 3,000 Bitcoins. How are you, Psychic Medium Liz Cross?
Oh, wow. That would make you a millionaire. Wow.
Many times
I'm
over.
great.
Yeah.
So you've put this probe together because it's in such high demand. And if you would like to give Mr. Reality a tip, show some love, this is how you do it. And that will be in the comments listed below.
Buy me a BLT. Yeah, so this is Senator Cory Booker. He was in contact with Governor Murphy's office in New Jersey yesterday and said, while the drones pose no threat to the public, my team will continue to monitor the situation closely. So we're going to try and go for individual drone reports and stories. And because there's not just one drone instance, I think there have been like on one night over 60 reports of drones. So we're going to have to see part by part, what they're, what's going on out there. Is there any
Mm.
one cause or are there multiple causes of these drones?
Are there multiple causes of these drones, or is it one cause? You know what? Immediately as I was tapping into the drone energy, I felt dizzy.
Okay. So that's not an
Hmm.
answer, really. That's just making you dizzy. Is it
Yeah.
interdimensional then, maybe?
Oh, the energy behind it, it feels very strong. So let me group them all together. Are you interdimensional? Are you alien related? No. Are you from another planet? No. There's something very sinister about these drones.
The FBI is investigating a cluster of what look to be drones and possible fixed wing aircraft spotted over New Jersey skies in Mendham Township. So let's take a look at this one specifically. Is this a UAP? Is this being tested by some government agency or splinter government agency?
This is being tested by some government agency. This doesn't come from the USA.
Does it come from China?
Does it come from China? No.
Does it
Does it
come
come
from any other country on Earth?
does it come from any other country on earth? Are you from the Middle East? This is from the Middle East.
Is it from the Taliban or Al Qaeda?
Are you from the Taliban or Al Qaeda? Are you Taliban? Are you terrorists? I do feel they're terrorists. I do feel, are you coming from a government agency or are you coming from like a group of, people or a group of an agency that is a group? We govern ourselves, is what they said. Okay. And
What's the
what
mission?
country are you from? Are you from like Israel? No. Are you from, Syria? No. Are you from Saudi Arabia? No. Egypt? No. Lebanon? Are you from Iran? There's something to do with Iran. Are you Hezbollah? I feel like they're related to Hezbollah. Um, are you are you from Palestine? I feel like this is something to do with Palestine.
Yeah, because they have a huge army. That doesn't seem terribly realistic to me. But do you think that what's their mission then coming here?
So, is it because of Palestine? Yes. What is your mission coming here? They're looking for possible areas to strike.
And our government doesn't know about them, or they do know about them and just don't want to admit the threat.
And you said it was Cory Booker.
Correct.
Have you guys been able to capture one of these drones? They do have one. They managed to capture. Do you know where it's coming from? No. Do you know where any of these drones are coming from? I mean, they're suspecting it's Chinese, but they're not.
All right, let's move over to the next one, see if we get in the same quadrant or hemisphere. Another mystery drone in Bedminster, New Jersey looks and sounds like a helicopter with no explanation from NJ.com. The state of New Jersey looks to be the size of a minivan and very loud. So, also similar, I don't know which one it is here, if it's that thing or this thing, but they said, or is it there? I don't know. Maybe that's it. Is this one similarly? I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think it's something else, but it might be the thing in the left. Is this also the same people, the same individuals?
This is coming from the same individuals. Yes, it's all part of them. Listen, they're looking to attack. Okay.
What's the
Now, are
goal in
you
that?
going?
And what do they expect to do? What are the capabilities of this? And is it being flown autonomously or is there someone in it?
Is there someone in this drone? No. Are you being flown from another country? No. Are you being flown, or do you have a base in the US? Just off of the US? Okay.
They have
What do
ships
you
they're
mean?
launching from?
Are you launching from ships? Is that where you're coming from? I do feel several ships. Yes.
What's the military capability of these things, this thing here?
What is the military capability? Can you issue a drone strike? Are you one that is going to? They have drones that can issue drone strikes. Yes. Have you had those deployed over the US? A couple of times, yes.
What's their arsenal like?
What's your arsenal like? Could it cause severe damage? Major damage. Yeah. Major.
Major being how big?
How big? Like in terms of feet? It could certainly take out. So if you're looking at these houses, how many of these houses could you take out? Of 10? 10 houses. Why the interest in New Jersey? It's an easy target.
What's the propulsion system like? Is it like fan blades spinning or is it some type of high tech?
Is it fan blade spinning? No. No, this is more high tech than that.
What's the average flight time that it has capabilities of? Does it have a battery that we know of or is it some other power system?
Are you battery operated? Yes, they are, but do you have a recharging system? They do have like some sort of auto recharge system. So do these batteries like reach? It's almost like, look, I don't know anything about this stuff. Okay. And before you all start slagging me off in the comments, it's better that I don't know. So I'm unbiased and I give you the most pure information possible. So what I'm getting, and maybe this will make sense to you, Mr. Reality, it's almost like there's a few batteries, right? And one running charges the other one at the same time. And then when that one runs out, it automatically swaps over to the new one. And then while that is running, it charges the other one that's run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we could do that. Let's take an origin of these. Are they being manufactured by Iran or Hezbollah, or are they being purchased from like a black market from another government agency or a non-black market agency?
What is the time on these drones? They have about a 3 hour span. And where are you purchasing these? They're specially made for them. And are they made in the Middle East? I do feel like they're made in the Middle East. How did you get the money or the funding to fund these projects? They've got a lot of money. And are any of these weapons like bioengineered weapons or chemical weapons or anything like that? I do feel like they have a bit of that capability. Okay, chemically. I feel that that is a capability that they can use.
What other types of technology does this drone have? Is it bigger, better than U.S. military UAPs, or is it like on less of a caliber?
Military. Are you on par with like military UAPs? I mean, they're trying to be. Yes. They were sort of manufactured after or based upon these military drones. Um, but obviously they've put their own spin on them. I mean, they've designed these things.
All right, I'm going to move on to the next one here. This is another one that might be captured. It's like
Oh my
flickering in and
goodness.
out. Yeah, there. And unexplained flashes filmed in New Jersey. This is UFO Mania on December 10th. This one similar, or is this a different entity?
Are you part of the drone, the coming in off the ship? Now this has a lot more capability than the other ones. Are you part of the same group? Are you part of this? Yes, it is. It's the same group. Yes.
And how are they manufacturing these? How many levels of drones do they have then?
How many levels of drone? About 15.
And what's the payload of something like this? What can it do? And why is it flickering?
Is it flickering? What is the flickering? Is it why do you flicker? I feel like it's gathering information. It's it's almost like photographing or gathering. Is it photography? Similar. Mm-hmm.
What's it powered by, like an AI, or is it powered by people that are watching on a screen somewhere on their show?
Are you powered by AI? Are you automated? Yes, it's fully automated. And are people like driving these things on the ship? I mean, they set them where they need to go and they punch in coordinates. I feel like they punch in coordinates. They have a definite flight plan.
And these are a few that were spotted over a few different bases in London, in the UK. And the Air Force states that unidentified drones have been spotted in these areas after November 20th. Are these related? The sightings at RAF Fetwell, RAF Lakenheath, RAF Mildenhall, and RAF Fairford in England? Or are they different beasts?
Are they all part of the same thing? Are these drones the same thing as the drones over in New Jersey? Well, it's not the same, but are they is it the same group of people? It's the same group. Okay.
What's their
Lakenheath. Okay. I know this from when I lived there. Lakenheath is US Air Force as well.
and what are they
Or at
doing
least
combing those
it
sites?
certainly used to. Hmm?
What are they doing combing those sites? What kind of intel are they gathering?
What kind of intel? It's numbers mainly, like how many people are there, what's the maximum impact. This is all very sinister.
What steps are being done over in the UK to protect and sentry the skies?
What um what steps are you taking to protect it? They don't know what these are. They don't know where they're coming from. They don't know what these are. They don't know who the enemy is. Um, these things also have the ability to make themselves invisible.
How do they do
How are
that?
they doing that?
Yeah.
How are they making themselves invisible? Are they using, I feel like they're using mirrors or some sort of technology where it's making them undetectable.
but we got pictures of them. Here's another one, maybe there on a Ring doorbell. This may or may not be AI. Again, it's hard to tell nowadays when I can make an AI video in less than 30 seconds of anything crazy. So someone says this is on a Ring doorbell. This may be fun. That looks just too crazy good. We're not going to do that one. There's another one. This guy, Congressman Smith, is talking about the drones coming out of the ocean. One boat followed 12 to
Oh,
30 drones, and they came from out of the ocean. So are they coming from an underground base or are they just coming from underwater and then up?
ooh, are they coming from underwater? It's almost like they're just on the surface of the water. Is this a submarine? No. No, it's not a submarine. It's definitely a ship. So how come they're not detecting the ship? Whatever technology this is, it's almost like it's making everything undetectable. This
Hmm.
is some really high-tech stuff. Does the US even have, they do similar, but not exactly.
So in the closed door briefings that they're getting, like Congressman Smith, is he being told what's really happening or are they still kept in the dark?
Being told what's really happening? No, nobody's telling them anything. They cannot confirm anything.
Is the Air
They
Force
they
investigating it?
still think it's China. It's not China.
Here's a couple I think this is around another plane, a couple sort of circling around there. Filmed over Somerset County, New Jersey. This footage of a jet under the drones is a great reference point, and someone wants to know what in the world they are. Uh, this is from the 9th right here. Are they in the similar classification or are they a different entity altogether?
It's a different entity. It's no, that's the same. That's the same. Why were you near the jet? Are you planning to sabotage the jets or anything? I mean, if they need to, they will. Is this because why are you doing this? What is this? Do you believe we're in like World War III? They do. They believe they're at war with us.
300 millimeter lens over New Jersey, maybe possibly same entity
And I'm
or
sorry,
group.
this is
They're saying this is a zoomed in lens in over New Jersey on a couple of days ago. Is this the same like close up of one of those drones or is this shopped?
is that the same close-up of one of those drones? It's very similar, yes.
All right, let's move on to the next one here. Someone captured, I think that, which looks like almost
A
like
hot cross bun in the sky?
a yeah upside down loaf of bread, and that was filmed by man Alexander of Alexander getting off work at 2 a.m. In New Jersey, hovering with its lights off. Is this of the same craft, or is this ours trying to figure out what the other ones are?
This is this the same craft? Does this belong to the group? Or is this like the US? No. Is this the same group? It's one of theirs. It's one of theirs
What's
again.
what's this one's ability and classification and mission objective?
What is your ability? Are you one of the strike drones? Yeah, it can strike. And what were you doing here? What is this about? It's just gathering information at the moment.
Before you mentioned chemical attacks, what else is in its arsenal? What type of equipment does it have?
Mm, type of Uh, what type of equipment do you have, or what type of chemical do you have? Something similar to anthrax? And I don't even know what anthrax does. Um, but something similar.
Here's another
It
one.
causes blistering, it causes illness, it causes toxicity to the body. And is it like, is it infectious to others? I feel like it is. I feel like would it infect other people? Yes, it would. Are you
Uh,
planning to drop things in the water supply as well? I mean, that's a strong possibility.
Here's another one captured off a boat in the Baltic Sea, a massive USO at dizzying speed. It looks like kind of like two howitzers. Is this part of that group as well, or is this something anomalous or fake?
That part of the group as well. No, that's not part of the group. No,
Okay, we
a
found a new
fake.
one. What's
No,
this?
no, that's not fake. What what is this one? Are you UFO? Are you a UFO? I feel like that is a UFO. I feel like that is definitely something not earthbound.
Finally, we found one. What's this thing?
It's, are you a UFO? Are you energy or UFO? Now that is ET.
All right, what's their power supply?
What is your power supply? Hmm. It's like they're trying to explain it to me. They're harnessing power. How? They're harnessing power from the sun.
Okay, what's their mission objective?
What's your mission objective? What are you doing? Just passing through.
What is their? Are they on the ship? Are they piloting the ship on, like remotely?
Are you on the ship? No, no, it's energy. Are you piloting it? There's no one on there. Are you piloting it remotely? Yes, it's remote.
And are they just cruising through, looking for anything in particular, any algae, or they like humans? What are they thinking? What are their origin people or progenitors?
Are you looking
And
for in particular? They're just gathering information. I mean, they're just energy information, population. Do you all like to monitor? They do. They like to monitor the human world population, the world population. Why? Because we're growing all the time. Can you not do that? No. See, they can't do that. They don't have that capability. Certainly wherever this originated, they don't have the capability to reproduce themselves.
how far away is this thing, this object, this dimensional energy coming from?
Oh, how far away? Millions and millions of light years away.
How long did it take to get here?
How long did it take to get here in human terms? 10 years.
Is it always here, or is it just passing through?
Is it always here? No, it's gone back now.
That was a quick trip. All right, the next one we've got is a another UFO over a metallic sphere over Turkey, which was filmed on the 10th. This one is a little bit harder to see, but It's a metallic sphere there. Someone said it looked like a humanoid coming down, and then it turned into a sphere. So I mean, you can see that there. Alien, UAP. Uh, what's this?
What is that? What are you? Are you a drone? It's a drone.
Where are they coming from? What kind of drone? Human? Non-human?
Are you human? It is human. Yes.
How does it morph like that? Is that a fake morph or is it a real morph? It turns into something?
How did you morph like that? I feel like this malfunctioned.
And is this part of the same group or is this a different
Mm-mm.
UFO probably?
Are you part of the same group? No, no. This is Chinese.
Okay, China, they had some. One mother one here quick. This is another flashing light over San Diego, California on 12/6. I don't know what that is there. There's somebody spotted a light over California Friday night and said it was flashing, moving weirdly. Uh, that little dot there, I guess. Drone, not a drone. UFO, swamp gas.
That's not a drone. Are you a UFO? No. What are you? A ball of light. Where are you from? That's an orb.
An orb. Well, hello, orb. Where's the orb from? And what can the orb tell us about its origin?
Where are you from? It's from the spirit world.
There are orbs over there? Cool.
And what do you want? What were you trying to do here? It just likes to travel around. Are you a collective? No. How did you manage to shine so brightly like this? It uses a lot of energy, but it has that capability.
What's its origin? Is it formerly earthbound or is it from somewhere else?
Are you formerly earthbound? Yes, and it's very childlike, right? As it's talking to me, it's almost like a child. Were you a child in your last lifetime on the earth plane? Yes.
Whoa.
Hmm. Hmm. And what were you wanting to see? Were you coming down to see anyone? I feel like this child like spirit is looking for his family. It's a boy, it's a male.
How many lifetimes has this orb boy had as a human being?
How many lifetimes have you had as a human being altogether? Not very many, only about 70.
Can other non-terrestrial past crossed over beings manipulate themselves as an orb?
Again, other non-terrestrial spirits like they can.
So how is it able to do this? This is anomalous, isn't it?
Well, it's something that they can do. Um, they're not encouraged to do so.
How long ago did this boy live and how long has he been hunting for his family over California?
Were you from California? No. Were you from the US? No. So he's not even in the right country. Are you
How did
having difficulty with the location? Yeah. And I'm sorry, what was that? How long have
how
you
did he
been looking?
die? Yeah.
How did you pass? He had a heart condition. And
Recently or like 100 years ago?
how long ago was this? Within the last 5 years.
Wow. That
Mm,
is not what I expected in the least.
no.
Another one, this one again over where are we at? Fibes orb over my house. somewhere in the USA. This is I don't know where this person lives, but they're like they look like five little dots, one, two, three, four, five, six dots, and I didn't say where they were, but this is on December 6th, 2024. These could be specs on the camera. Who knows? What are these things?
You. Are you drones? They're drones.
More drones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many of these drones are in production? Like how many they have?
Over 10,000.
These are more. I can't translate this. No, we can't translate it. Somewhere over the United States, someone can help me there in the comments. My Spanish is terrible. Drones also, or on December 10th, they were like five over these Christmas lights here. Also drones, probably New Jersey.
Are there also drones there? Are you drone? Those are drones, yes.
What are they? They're just gathering intel, like population density, that type of thing.
Are you just gathering intel? Population? No, they're looking at weather conditions.
Terrifying. We've got another couple, then we're going to round it out. We're looking at an actual UAP UFO wave. Here's some more. These look like they're fast moving. People want to know what these are. December 3rd, a little while ago. Um, are these also drone things?
Drone things. Where are you drone as well? Well, are you drones as well? They are.
In the same agency?
Are you from the same agency? Yes, Middle East. Yes.
What if we can bring in Mr. Swamp Gas himself, J. Allen Hynek, who investigated the UFO phenomenon for a number of years for the U.S. Air Force Army there. J. Allen Hynek, what if we can ask him what the percentage is of drones that are non-U.S. versus real ETs people are seeing out there this month? Is he still aware of this stuff, or is he interested in other stuff now?
So aware of this stuff. Very aware. These things are very dangerous.
How so?
How are they dangerous? They're are they going to attack us? They're pretty close already. And is that what their intentions are? Yes. And how far off are they from attacking us? It'll happen before you know. Is it going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen, but the potential is there.
What season are we talking about? Are we talking about winter season or like the spring? Are they looking for an attack or?
Are you looking for an attack they're looking for an attack in the winter? No, in the spring. It would definitely be warmer. Yes, warmer.
Can you trace these back to the origin for us and let us know where they're coming from or who's operating them?
You know, is it operating them? Is it Iran? Hezbollah.
Hezbollah. Really?
Mm.
And what is their just what's who in charge of Hezbollah is I mean, they're trying to attack the US or are they trying to be very what's the goal? Are they trying to draw us into something?
Trying to draw us into something? I'm sorry, are they trying to draw us into something? They're ready to attack. Um, what are they doing? Like, what do they want? Hmm. They're going to show force with the US, but what do you think about like now we're changing leadership? Does that bother you? No, because they don't believe that the Americans are capable of finding them. They won't know where the route is. It would take them a very long time. Will you claim responsibility if you did attack the US? Would you claim? No. Would they claim responsibility? No, we would have to figure that out on our own.
So this is a endearing mystery of ours. 1966, I think, in March over Ann Arbor, you were reported as saying, "Oh, that's nothing but swamp gas." So now that you're over there, can you tell us what this really was that people took pictures of in 1966 in March over Dexter, Michigan?
Dexter, Michigan. Was that really swamp gas? No, no, that was a UFO.
All right, we finally found one. And why were you so? I mean, we know you had a job to do, but what was the UFO? Tell us about them, that if you can now.
What can you tell us about these UFOs? Are they, what are they doing here? Are we surrounded by UFOs all the time? Yes, we are. I mean, overall, what percentage do we actually see that are in the skies? Less than 5? Hmm. Less than 5% is what we actually see.
Okay, and how do we know and how can we communicate with these beings if we want to, Professor Hynek?
How can we communicate with these beings? Well, they're communicating with us all the time. How are they doing that? By showing themselves. Can we communicate with them verbally? No. I know we can communicate telepathically. Can we communicate through sound? Yes. And can we communicate through energy, like energy waves? Yes. What if we were to put a message on a scalar wave for that UFO at the time it was seen? Would they get the message? They would pick up on it, but would they understand what it is? Would it translate over into whatever language or their comprehension? It would.
Incidentally, for everybody out there listening, if you're interested in drones and talking to extraterrestrials, Liz, I was going to launch a extraterrestrial conversation group next year for anyone interested in it. You think I should do that?
Absolutely.
All right. If you're interested in that, you can email remoteview@gmail.com. We'll probably meet a couple times a month next year just to see what's out there and see what our minds are able to do. Well, this has been fascinating. We got to talk to J. Allen Hynek. We got to find out what the root of mystery of the drones are. And any final thoughts from J. Allen Hynek on this mystery or any other things?
Be careful out there. Do we
Pourquoi?
need to be like doomsday prepping and all that, like gas masks and, should we be doing that? Oh, he said you'd receive warning before that ever happened. Will they figure out? Hmm. I think they're going to have a real hard time. He's telling me figuring out where and who this is originating from.
Well, we've got psychic medium Liz Cross, and we got to the bottom of it. I want to thank each and every one of you out there. I want to thank all of the individuals that came forth and posted their information on Twitter so that we could look at it and share it with you. And if you've got more questions, please go to Liz's site and submit a probe, and we can try hopefully get to that when we get more time.
Yes, excellent. And don't forget, Mr. Reality does have a tip jar listed in the comments. This was
I'll
great.
post details on that Exopolitics group over on the Ko-Fi channel. So go ahead and check it out. If you want to get in touch with me there, you can.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Cross.